A chase that 4 races ago started with 16 drivers. Make that 12 drivers, went down to 8, went down to 4. And that is where we live tonight as we welcome you in the first of 2 races this weekend to crown champions in the Blown Piston Racing League. And tonight, it all kicks off with the Misfit Media Truck Series. We welcome you in to the Great American Speedway, Texas Motor Speedway, as we get ready to crown a champion between 4 drivers. It is the Championship 225 here at Texas Motor Speedway. 77 degrees outside, 98-degree temperatures on the track. It is going to be a hot one on track, and that's literally and figuratively as we get ready to crown a champion between 4 drivers. Averrie Wilson, Tommy Rhyne, Caden Henry Oaks, and Andrew Moore. One of those 4 drivers tonight walks away a champion of this series. The question going to be, who is it? That we will find out when it is over with in 150 laps. I am the captain. Welcome in to the broadcast. Of course, we are in the LMCgear.com broadcasting booth. Check out LMCgear.com for all your motorcycle and camping gear as we get ready for some racing. Looking up here during practice right now, and we have got a very, very tight field, as I mentioned, and I got it right the first time. We started this playoff run with 16 drivers. We went from 16 to 8. From 8 to 4 after 4 races, and we have hit the final 4, and that is officially where we are tonight as we get ready again for some fantastic racing here throughout this evening. Now, Texas Motor Speedway, 1.5 miles with different sizes of banking starting over here, turn 1 and 2. Of course, it is the flatter end of the track, and that leads us over to turn 3 and 4, which is the not-so-flatter end of the track. The 24 degrees of banking, that part has never changed on the track as that portion of the speedway was not repaved. Well, the whole track was repaved, but that was not redone like turn 1 and 2 was just a couple years ago, and flattened out and widened, believe it or not, to adjust to the racing here at this speedway. So looking for a lot of fun. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, we will talk to the drivers who will run for the championship tonight in the Misfit Media Truck Series. But, of course, with that being said, we look at where everybody runs right now in practice, just reviewing best times. You see Andrew Moraz up there at the top with teammate Justin Gann, 2 drivers who did not make the Final 4. They are at the top, but then there's the first of the Final 4, Andrew Moore, the 77 truck of 29.79. You got Caden and Henry Oaks right behind Averrie Wilson, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all final drivers. And then here's the part that seems kind of rough right now. Tommy Rhyne, who has only run 4 laps, has run a 30-24, sits 22nd out of 23 cars that are in this race right now. So definitely going to be interesting when this is all said and done. So I've got the point standings from last week, of course, which sets the Elite 8. If I can get the right stuff on the screen, we'll make this work out. But let's take a look at that right now. And, of course, that is brought to you by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics and by Wise Choice Contracting out of St. Louis, Missouri. But here are the point standings. And this is basically the 4 up top. Those are the 4 that made it in officially. Caden Henry Oaks, Averrie Wilson, Andrew Moore, Tommy Rhyne. That is your final 4 right there. Of course, these other 5 drivers eliminated last week when it was all over with. So with that said, we got a few minutes here, about 10 minutes before qualifying. So we're going to talk with the drivers who are in the final 4. And let's start with the guy that actually, we'll start with the 2 drivers that clinched their way in by victory. And the first guy was actually the Talladega race earlier this season, 3 races ago. Caden Henry Oaks went to victory lane in a wild Talladega race, and that set him off to the final, which probably was a good thing because Caden did not have a great race at all last week at the Iowa Speedway. But Caden, you join us tonight. You feeling any pressure right now?
No. You ran an awful race last week, though. Oh, man.
I was going to say, I think you hit everything but a cow out there at Iowa Speedway. But let's talk a little bit about Texas Motor Speedway tonight. How's the track treating you so far?
I think I'm going to be all right tonight. I'm going to be a lot better than Iowa, that's for sure. I'm ready for tonight, man. I feel good about it. I think the truck handles good, and I'm ready to roll.
What do you need to do tonight, outside of win? That's the obvious answer. To get this championship this evening?
Good strategy. We don't have hardly any tire sets, so it's going to be all about strategy. Track position, too. It's going to be almost impossible to pass.
Do you feel that tonight is a race? Obviously, you don't have to worry about the points when it comes to stage points and stuff too much because it basically comes down to the best finisher wins this day.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the stages at all tonight. Usually, I'm not worried to begin with, but like, it's a little bit lesser than normal. Mm-hmm. So just get to the 150 lap first, and then I'll see where I'm at.
So what do you not do tonight that helps you win a champion? I know it's a double negative, so to say, but what do you not need to do tonight? I know obviously penalties on pit road, that kind of thing, but what if say something kind of bad happens at the beginning of the race? What do you not need to do to win this championship?
Don't overthink it. You gotta be mentally strong to get through this. It's a hard track as it is, hard package to race with. You gotta be on your A game when the green flag drops.
That's well said there, Caden. We love what you've done so far this season. That Cooper Standard Ford has looked really good at F-150 tonight. Your P5 in practice. We wish you the best of luck, brother, and go out there and go get it. See if you can win yourself a championship. How's that?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Caden Henry Oaks, the winner from Talladega, as he said, or as I actually said, he hit everything but a cow last week out there at Iowa Speedway, and that was probably a good thing. I'm sure dairy farmers are happy about that at the moment, but we wish Caden all the best as he is not. We'll move him back to the channel he was at, which is Motor Pool. Let's talk with let's talk with Averrie Wilson here. Let's bring Averrie up here. Averrie was another driver that made the championship for Averrie. You, my man, get the race for the Final Four, and you had the drive of your life last week at Iowa Speedway starting in the back. You worked your way up to the front. Talk about tonight, how you feeling about this race, and what do you have to do to get yourself a championship this evening?
Hopefully tonight I don't blow my qualifying lap and can start somewhere in a decent position because I think it's going to be hard to pass tonight. Definitely won't be able to make the moves that I did last week to get to the front. So I just need to put myself in position, hopefully somewhere in the top 10, top 5, and just have an easy race and not, wreck or anything. And I think I might be all right.
How's the
All right,
how's the
guys,
tire
real quick
wear
before
affecting
we
you?
run out of time and go into qualifying.
I think I ran about 15 laps. I didn't really run too many laps, and tire wear looked all right. But I know Caden was saying it might be an issue
We
tonight,
have
so
Averrie Wilson,
I'm just
Tommy
gonna
Rhyne,
make
Caden
sure, like I always do,
Harris,
is make it,
Andrew Moore
take it
Jr.
easy on my right
eligible
front,
for the
and
title
hopefully
and
it pays
fighting for
off.
that first
Well, I
place
asked this
spot.
couple questions,
We're
Caden. I'm
going
going to
to
ask
be
you the
doing
same question.
150 laps tonight at
Averrie
Texas
Wilson wins
Motor
the championship
Speedway.
tonight
Stages
if
will be
outside
at
of
the
winning.
end of laps 45 and 90.
Hold on.
Nah, she's talking. Yeah, Lauren's over here talking. Lauren, you're being rude.
No quick fixes tonight.
See if she says anything. She might come yell at me. She's quiet. But
and 3 extra sets
but I
of
was gonna
tires
say, so
tonight. So 4
we'll let her keep
tires total.
which, by the way, she's going over the air with
no
this right now
changing
because
lanes
she
before
decided to
start
do this
finish
during the
line.
interview.
Leader will always have lanes.
Interesting.
Make sure that you make that known
like, Chris!
before we get to 1 to go.
I think she hears herself. She's like pausing.
Don't drive like a dick. If you're
Of course, that
down,
goes over the air.
get out of the way of the main pack as to not cause a wreck if at all possible.
Why don't I go ahead and we'll just sit here and I'll just ramble for a second here. And you can't be heard now, Averrie, so we'll let you sit there and think for a second, but we'll let her finish. And this is called stalling on live TV right here. I'm used to doing this. Radio and stuff like that. You got to get used to doing those kind of things. All right. Yeah, oh, it is. Here we go. All right.
Go
so
fast, turn left.
what I was starting to
Yeehaw.
say, Averrie Wilson wins the championship tonight if outside of winning.
Thanks to all the sponsors, maybe.
I can finish in the top 10 and make sure I'm inside the top 10 for every stage. I think that's all I really need because I think I have a pretty comfortable lead, so I'm not going to stress too much about it.
Now, I'll have to check on this, but I believe, is it not the best finisher tonight?
I honestly do not know. With the whole Michigan thing, I have no idea how the points are going to turn out.
Oh, Michigan thing. Now, that's funny. Well, anyways, we wish you the best of luck tonight, and we will potentially talk to you in Victory Lane.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, Averrie Wilson there joining us this evening. As let's go get our next driver. Which I gotta get into the right Discord to do that. I'm actually multitasking as we talk here because that's what I like to do is multitask. Let's get Tommy Rhyne up here with me. All right, Tommy. Tonight is your night, my man. You go out there and go for a championship this evening. You had a pretty solid season, and you've really turned up the.
Okay, guys, calm down. We will have races
Yeah.
in between the seasons.
The
Yeah,
wicket. Sorry, I'm letting Lauren talk because last driver wasn't able to hear over Lauren. So actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me just mute that chat. There we go. That should work. I didn't think about that when I was talking to Averrie. But Tommy, let's talk about the race this evening. Right now, you've moved up in the grid a little bit. You're up to 18th right now. Is it just a struggle out there, or is it just not a lot of laps in that 6 truck?
Just not a lot of laps, man. I know what to do here. I just wanted to see what the weather was going to be like and just turn a couple laps and just kind of what was what. But I'll be fine. As long as I execute qualifying, get a decent starting spot, and 150 laps, man, it's a long race. So you just got to execute and hit your marks, and, things will lay out like they should, and just got to be there at the end, man.
I asked the question to Averrie, and I've asked it to Caden. I'll ask you tonight. Tommy Rhyne, outside of winning, wins the championship if?
Make no mistakes. Don't take anything. Don't assume anything, especially with lap traffic. Anybody that's around you that typically doesn't have very good racecraft. So you take care of your truck and take care of yourself. And as long as you do those things, at the end of it, it just comes down to who's turning the best laps.
And then the other question I've been asking, I didn't get a chance to ask Averrie this one, but I'll ask you this one. Tommy Rhyne loses the championship if?
The same thing happens in 75% of these races to me.
I think I know where you're going with that one. So, well, either way, Tommy, we wish you the best here. Got 2 minutes left before qualifying. Go out there and get that Northern Tool truck up there into Victory Lane and get yourself a championship, buddy.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. I'm going to show you what I'm worth, and if things go the way they have most season, I'll lead a lot of laps, and I'm going to have some helping on top of my pit box tonight, calling the race, and I'm pretty good at this, I think. I mean, but those other 3 guys, man, they're pretty good too. So it should be a pretty good show, man, because you got guys racing for stage points and you got guys racing for championships. So you're going to see a lot of probably different pit strategies and comers and goers and all that good stuff. So it should be a pretty good show.
Is that helper by any chance just asking for a friend named Ricky Harden?
Oh yeah,
I couldn't help but notice down there in chat.
Yep. He's good at it, man. I told him, I said, man, I make the worst decisions during the races and you make the best. So I employed Ricky tonight. Absolutely.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll get half the winnings this evening. But Tommy, congratulations either way. Best of luck tonight, and we will talk to you after the race.
And
absolutely. That is Tommy Rhyne. Going to have Ricky Harden up there in the box helping him out. Ricky's a good dude. Got to know him a little bit. Let's bring up the certainly last but not least of the 4 drivers that'll be running for the championship tonight. Andrew Moore. Andrew, the challenge is on for you tonight. You've been fast, and you worked your way in last week by just running strong. The question is, you're P3 right now. Do you have what it takes to win the championship? Uh-oh, he ran away from me. He's not here anymore. I guess I was going to ask Andrew, but he ran away from me. I don't know if there's a meeting going on or something. Yeah, anyways, Andrew's gone. I was going to talk to Andrew, but they're getting ready to qualify, and maybe that's what he wanted to focus on, so I'm okay with that. Maybe we'll get a word with him here before the race starts. But either way, qualifying about to begin, and we will go racing. Fortunately, I had a couple little hiccups there during the interviews. I was trying to fix a couple little things. Nothing bad. Either way, we're going to get this thing going, and we will watch all 4 drivers, or as many as the 4 drivers. Looks like Caden Henry Oaks getting ready to go out there on track, so we'll watch him go out here and run this qualifying lap. As per usual, we'll put the qualifying thing up so you'll see. Let's put it up here on the top here so you can see the times down there at the bottom. When these trucks take the track, you'll see them go across the top of the screen here, depending on how they run. So we'll wait on Caden to see when he goes out, and whoever else goes out that is part of the final 4. Now, I did get clarification from Scott. It is the driver tonight who finishes the best out of the 4. Without there's no stage points for these 4 drivers. It's whoever finishes the best wins the championship. Now, stage points will still be on the line for the other drivers because they got to try to get the best starting position possible. All right, so looks like Caden's going to sit here and chill for a second. So let's see. Tommy Rhyne is out on track. Let's watch him. This first lap likely going to be a throwaway lap of some kind, and then he'll take the white flag here and run the bottom around this track. He should not have to let off at all, but the track is pretty slick. You see a little bit of shade in turn 1. Tommy kind of missing the bottom. We'll see if that plays a role here. Tommy, 29.8, I believe, is his lap when it's over with. And some reason the times aren't going across the top of my screen. Andrew Mraz right now on the pole. Tommy P16 right now as he comes across the line. 29.8 is actually the pole right now, I believe, is Andrew Mraz. 29.88. Let's see. Tommy's in purple. Got it. 29.73 to the pole. Hello, Tommy. Andrew Moore, 30.59. Here he comes off turn 4. And he is going to be make that third fastest, 29.84. Averrie Wilson goes P2. You can't make this up. 29.78, the only thing we need. is Caden Henry Oaks. If he goes P4 or something up there, you can't make this stuff up in racing. Here comes Caden. 29.85 P6. So he will be the worst of the four. But sixth. That just tells you what kind of race we have on our hands tonight. And give me a second here and we'll go talk to Andrew Moore. I'm just actually sharing some posts out real quickly to social media in case those want to qualifying just about done. We'll let it wrap up here in a second. Give me 1 second and we'll get this going. Sometimes I try to multitask, sometimes I screw something up. I'm not perfect. Fix that post, I believe. My mouse is not cooperating with me right now. There we go. The trucks are all gridding here, and we will go through the starting lineup for this race as they get ready for 150 laps of racing around this 1.5 miles. All the trucks did have to qualify. I think we're good to go there. All right, so let's take a look at the starting lineup. We'll let that run up here across the top of the screen as we get ready for the Championship 225. And as I promised real quickly, let's go and talk real quickly to the fourth driver that is in the running for the championship. We'll get a quick word with Andrew Moore. Andrew, obviously you had to go qualify there, so we wanted to let you get that lap in. You got a copy, though, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, real quickly, how you feeling about tonight's race?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just going to try to mostly save my resources till the end. We're a little strung out tonight.
So I asked this question to the guys. I want to ask you this real quickly. Without using the word winning, Andrew Moore wins the championship if
I stay on top of things.
That's a pretty good way of looking at it. So, well, Andrew, we asked all the drivers that question, and I'll even throw this one out there to you real quickly. Andrew Moore loses the championship if
Speed on pit road.
Fair enough. Don't speed on pit road. You know what to do, Andrew. We wish you the best, buddy, and we'll talk to you after the race, okay?
Thanks a lot. See
All
ya.
right, man. Best of luck to you. Hey, short and sweet. He's focused, and those are pretty the one thing that I caught out of all those drivers tonight were all pretty much common sense answers. When it's over with tonight, you do not want to. I think that was his channel. Go down there and look real quickly. Yep, I got him in right. Nope, I did not. That channel. Nope. Yeah, it was that channel. Okay. Yeah, everybody pretty much used common sense answers when it was over with. Don't screw up. Don't beat yourself. You know, those kind of things. So that is basically what they used. But hey, congratulations, Tommy Rhyne, the Cotton Blue Pole Award for you this evening at the Texas Motor Speedway for the finale. As you see, 3 of the top 4 are drivers in the championship running I say 3 of the top 4. First, third, and sixth. First, third, fifth, and sixth. So actually, look at Jason up there in the 22 car. Jason Branch jumping up there in the pole. But Tommy Rhyne going to lead him to the green flag as we are going to crown a champion in 150 laps, 225 miles. Let's go racing, boys. Texas Motor Speedway. Here we go. Going to be pretty wide open here to start this race as Tommy Rhyne comes off 4. He'll lead lap 1. Averrie Wilson right there on his pack tailgate. And look at this. 1 through 4, the 4 chasers. Some people like to say racing is like rigged or something. You can't rig this. The 4 drivers are in the front 4. You can't. Period. You can't turn the audio on, Chris. How about that? I am like slacking tonight. That was on my A game, I felt. Oh, Branch going up against the wall of that Navy truck. Side-by-side racing back here. Here comes the 5 truck to the inside, Roger Rios. Matias gets almost up into Justin Gann. Gann's got to slide back his spot and going to lose a little bit of momentum. Either way, all these drivers, look at this, 3 wide. Ryan Branch out to the inside. Ricky Harden there in the middle. Ryan Nicoletta to the top. Nicoletta, oh, contact. Ricky Harden off of Branchow. And caution's going to come out, but Harden saves it. Oh, and back there, Thorndike gets hit by someone. It was a green truck. And caution's going to come out for the first time. Let's get back here and see the replay. I was actually looking at something here real quickly. Go back. It's actually going to happen up ahead with Ryan Branchow, but we're going to look here from. See, Branchow gets the run, goes inside 3 wide here. But you see that left front clips the apron right there, and it kind of gets this truck out of shape. And gets up into the 24 there. Another truck gets involved, that red and black truck. And then back here, James Thorndike is going to get hit by the 202 of Jason Nichols. And the 23 of David Dolliver gets in there, and the other truck stops. Paul Regney there, I believe that is. And the first caution out of the night. We'll watch it one more time. Ryan Branchow down there at the bottom. Let's back it up here. You guys see him kind of clip the apron right here. Right there. Gets the apron. You see him a little out of shape already. He's got to kind of catch it. And bam. There's the contact. Track's very slick. And caution out. Now Averrie Wilson took the lead from Tommy Rhyne right before that caution came out. And he is now the leader of this race. Let's go back and watch this pass. The accident's going to happen right behind him there, and you see Averrie taking the lead off of 4. And there's the caution. So Averrie must have got it at the line. Excuse me, at the line. And first caution out. If you guys are having issues out there, let me know, please, because I'm noticing that at times my OBS is going green, then yellow, then red. And I want to make sure everything is okay out there. Everything seems to be okay on the stream and stuff, my end. Excuse me. Appreciate all the viewers watching. Got a couple tonight. Hopefully we can work on that. I've been got it out there being promoted throughout multiple channels and stuff, but I'd love to see some more viewers watching like we do in the other series. I'm assuming that Ryan Branchow is going to get the penalty for that flag, but we'll have to see what happens and what transpires with that. But that is the first Superior templating caution of the evening. Superior templating caution. And with that being said, there is no Snyder Fuels and Lubricants lucky dog for this one. Everybody's still in the lead lap right now. You ever have one of those deals where you feel like you're so prepared, but yet a bunch of things happen and it's like, wow, I really wasn't? Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I've got in here, was on the computer from the time I got home from work and felt good. Tried to work on a couple things to help the broadcast out and was okay. And then here I am sitting here adjusting a bunch of things still because it was like I wasn't ready, and I don't know why. I mean, I was ready, don't get me wrong. But there's like little things that I'm noticing I didn't do, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're better than that. So if you can relate to me, you know what I'm talking about. One of the things I was trying to get for the viewers tonight was I was trying to get the settings set to where I could highlight the drivers that are in the running for the championship. But unfortunately, was unable to. So hopefully maybe we'll get that before this race ends and I can get those drivers highlighted because I can do it mid-race, which is good. But I will do my best to get you what you need to know for the drivers and where they're running. Right now, all you need to know is the top 4 is right there. That is your 4 drivers in the final for the championship. Averrie Wilson, Tommy Rhyne, Andrew Moore, Caden, Henry Oaks, Hallie Finish. That's Hallie Finish in the points, basically, when it's all over with. So just like they do it in NASCAR, that's how we're doing it tonight. And that's how we'll do it Sunday night for the JM Transport Clash Series. We'll crown the champion there. Pace car is in, and Averrie is on the pedal, and we're going back racing lap number 9. Getting not enough on these tires really to go wide open, or not to have to let off the throttle, so you should be good to go here for just a little bit. Battle on for 5th. Here comes Andrew Moore. He is looking for position. And he goes past Caden Henry Oaks for the 4th position. Down into turn 1, you see those trucks starting to push wide a little bit. You do got to let off and roll the throttle just a little bit as Tommy Rhyne's going for the lead down the back straightaway. Going to have lead change number 2. And he takes it. And back here, Andrew Moore under attack from Andrew Mraz. And Andrew on Andrew pass potentially here. as Tommy takes the position, and so does Andrew. There was some pit stops, but nobody up front to pit road as here comes Mraz. He is not playing around tonight. Andrew going for P2, and he's got it. That 028 truck looking pretty solid this evening. We Rhyne with Caden. Towards the part of the track that was repaved a couple years ago right here. The whole track was repaved but redone down here in the turn one. You got to kind of let off. It's a wider, less banked corners. You see up ahead, Andrew Mraz going to the front as he takes the lead, trying to spoil this party. And you're pretty much wide open all the way back around to turn one. Maybe a burp of the throttle here. Yep. Got to watch out for that apron though. It will bite you. Go back here. Jordan Berry, that 51 truck, ran the NIS Daytona 500 with me on Sunday. It's kind of cool to run with him. Unfortunately, he didn't have as good of a run as he would hope probably. But he's underneath that 2 truck of Mike Perry. Got the 31 of Scott Wise in that whatever color green that is. One truck off the pace over here, turn number 4. Not sure who that is, but Ricky Harden's on pit road right now. It's David Dolliver apparently on pit road. Let's go back to the front. Here comes Tommy Rhyne. He's going to go back to the lead. He'll be able to work that bottom here. Should be able to, going wide open through the corner. Going to bring Averrie Wilson with him. That is the one thing you use. Turn 1 and 2 to set up the pass in turn 3 and 4. That is how you do Texas Motor Speedway now. You want to get through the bottom of this corner right here. If you can let it set down at that white line and let the trucks push up the track, you will make passes all day long right there going down to turn 3 and 4. It's one of my favorite things about this new Texas Motor Speedway track. 2 different packs forming up back here is Mike Perry, the 2 truck inside Jeff Rhyne. He's going to make that pass for position. Jordan Berry back there also trying to make a move on Justin Gann, who's had his struggles this evening. And behind him, the target truck of Casey Duncan, that Ford F-150. Casey was saying to me tonight, Chris, I'm gonna make you mad with this paint tonight. You ain't gonna like it. Not bothering me one bit, Casey, as I said. I've seen worse paints. Jason Branch going backwards. He does got a little bit of damage on that 22 truck. Ooh, look out for that wall. Nicholas Weatherby watching tonight. Welcome in, sir. Oh, that 3 truck caught the apron a little bit. Appreciate it, sir. We're working hard to get some of this stuff done, my friend. Just trust me. Look up here in the lead. Everybody in the front 6 trucks here, single file still, just kind of getting away from these guys. Mike Perry's starting to pull away, but the handling going to start playing a role in this. And how about back here, the 14th position, James Thorndike. He was involved in that first accident this evening. Looks like that 13 truck, they, I get to use it for the first time. I hope Jason's watching. He loves when I do this, but he's a manager of mine at work. But looks like they put the plunger back there in that left rear, and, they... Oh, that wasn't a good one. That wasn't a good one either. Oh, well. They popped out the left rear. Usually I can get a pretty good pop out of it. There we go. Ooh, up the track there's Scott Wise a little bit. But you see the top 6 all pretty much doing pretty well. Let's look back here. Donald Stewart, the Remington F-150. Shades of Rick Mast back in the day. Little 75 Remington car, if you remember the Cup Series back in the 90s, maybe 2000s even. Makes the pass back there. Donald up to the 20th position ahead of Jason Kratke. Trying to get all the passes we can give you. As Gann back to the inside of Jeff Rhyne. Kind of doors him. Oh, don't come down. Oh, that's no way. Cooler heads prevail. That would not have been pretty. Scott Wise does a great job getting out of it. All right, for you viewers watching, let's work on the viewer count. Let's go get some viewers. You know, some friends. You got family that likes watching. Oh, back there, Casey Duncan gets turned. Duncan into the wall hard. And I think Scott Wise got into him, which, according to the joke I hear, is the reason why Casey's running the scheme is because of Scott. And I think they hit each other again. Caution for the second time. Let's go back and see it. That's exactly what happened. Scott Wise into KC. Oh, boy. Pleasantry is going to be thrown here. There's the contact. Oh, Jason Branch gets a piece of it. That whole 4X channel is going to have some nice things to say. Branch, a little bit of nose damage on that side. I can only tell you what's being said down there right now. Caution out for the second time. Let's look at it one more again. If I could take you safely down to that chat, it'd be funny. Let's just put it like that. Just for the sake of them, the hearing of those. But here we go. On board with James Thorndike here. There's the contact. Thorndike on the binders. Does a great job. Cuts it to the bottom and gets through it. Meanwhile, let's get to the pit stops up front here. Now, they do have a limited set of tires here. This might be more of a fuel stop just to get them to the finish of stage one. And there they go. Ryan's going to win the race off pit road. All right, so admin made the call. This is a racing accident, so no penalties will be issued in this one. Basically, they do have racing penalties for cautions that come out. You can either claim it or what they do is they review it. Lauren Wise, the wife of Scott Wise, also co-owner of the league, the boss lady as I call her. She is the admin. She makes the calls and stuff of what she believes is the right call and that kind of thing, and we credit her for doing that. She does an awesome job of it, and she made the call saying, hey, two people go for the same piece of real estate, so no EOL and no penalty to those drivers. So either way, hopefully you're enjoying the racing so far this evening. As I was starting to say before all that took place, though, if you got some people that like watching racing, get them in here, hit that subscribe button, and we can keep growing the viewership of this channel. So many great racing leagues that run each and every week on this series. But we are under the second superior templating caution of the evening for Scott Wise getting into Casey Duncan. Of course, caution brought to you by Superior Templating. And I don't... Oh, there's a lucky dog right there. I believe that... Well, what Aaron Gerwitz? Who was that? It was a black truck I saw go by. Paul Regney, the 700 truck. He gets the Snyder Fuels and Lubricants Lucky Dog Award. So he'll be back on the lead lap now in the 22nd position. So again, this being the final race tonight of the Misfit Media Truck Series. We will take Friday nights off for a little bit, take a break. As some of you might know, I was actually running in the series for a little while before some things took place, and they were in need of a broadcaster, and I stepped in here to help them out because they're great people and they deserve all the broadcast and I guess attention, for a lack of a better word, for the great series they have. So that's the reason why I came up here, and look forward to being a part of their series next year, unless they decide to let me go, which I wouldn't blame them if they did. But it's definitely a great series and fun to be a part of. If you want to be a part of the series maybe next year, I know I don't know if it's been announced what they're doing and stuff, so I'm going to keep it hush-hush until otherwise given permission to. But you can be a part of the series. They'll run 2 nights, Friday and Sunday nights, coming up here in just a few weeks or months, and get going with the next season. Sunday night this week is the final race of the JM Transport Clash Series, which is the B car on iRacing. They'll run here at Texas and crowned a champion. Here we go, pace truck gonna pull off. We'll go back racing here at lap 27 as we're just past halfway in the first stage. Now, in this series, they do not throw the caution for the stage. When it's over with, they just keep on going. They keep on keeping on. And you know what? I got the stages wrong. It's actually 45 and 90. I don't know why I put 50 and 100. Probably because that's a third. Anyways, here comes Averrie Wilson off of turn 4, going for the lead on Tommy Rhyne. This packed house here at the Great American Speedway. Watching all 4 chase drivers go side by side into turn 1 and 2. And they still haven't cleared each other yet. Oh, Tommy getting down the door of Averrie, and here comes Mraz. Now, Andrew used up a set of tires here, that 15-second stop. So he is on a new set of tires here. That is why he's coming through the field. He's trying to get himself up to that 5th place points finish. And he's going to take the lead. So Mraz to the front. Here comes Tommy Rhyne. Mike Perry coming into the picture. He's also on fresh tires here. Looks like 3 or 4 trucks actually took fresh tires here to try to get some stage points. The other one's the Pink Panther mobile back here of Jeremy Rittenberg. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Andrew Mraz starting to drive away. Here comes Mike Perry. Inside, he'll go on the low side here, Tommy Rhyne, and take the 2nd position away with those fresh tires. But you got to remember this. For the 4 chase drivers, stage points mean diddly squat. It's the drivers that are not in the chase anymore. That is where the bonus points come into play, because you can still move up in the standings back on that end. And here comes Rittenberg back here inside of Caden Henry Oaks, actually Andrew Moore and Caden. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a YouTube issue tonight or something going on, but I've noticed that my frames are not working the best tonight, and I'm not sure why that is. I apologize for that. Maybe if if we get another caution tonight, if we do, maybe what I'll do is reset the stream really quickly to see if that fixes it. But maybe a YouTube issue or something. It could be on my end, but I don't have anything out of the ordinary open, so not sure. Mike Perry having some blinker issues there. Kind of blinking out. Never the most ideal thing to do. Not that he has really any control of it, probably. Rhyne with Tommy Ryan, Northern Tool Chevrolet, number 6. So Jeremy Rittenberg has gone to the 4th position here. Great run for Jeremy. Playing some strategy a little bit here. Up to 4th. Going to work his way up to Tommy Ryan to see if he can get that 3rd spot away. Not able to do it yet, and he's got to be very careful here because Tommy obviously running for that championship. You do not want to be the guy they talk about for the next couple of years about the guy that lost the championship for somebody because of a bonehead move. There's the 33 truck, Nathan Nixon. He is up 10 positions in this race. He's another driver that's on 4 tires. So look at the 33, going to work inside of Justin Gann. As Mraz continues to lead, he's got some actually not 3 seconds, some 0.6 of a second, and then 3 seconds back to the new 3rd place truck of Jeremy Rittenberg. We have less than 5 laps to go in stage number 1. 45 laps making up the stage here. Go back here, got a pretty tight fight going on for position. Andrew Moore going past Caden Henry Oaks. And obviously is a position in the playoff standings right there. Move him up to 3rd in the standings and 6th in the race. Three laps to go in the stage. Pardon me. I don't have a cough button, sorry, so I can't mute myself real quickly. 2 laps to go, stage number 1. Some could argue that Andrew Mraz might have been the guy to beat in the playoffs But Andrew actually missed the opening race of the chase, and it put him so far behind where he was left to only win that final race of the first round, and he was unable to. Hence, he was unable to move on into the second round. But some could easily say he is a favorite to win the championship. As here we are, final lap, stage 1. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And it will be Andrew Mraz coming off turn 4. He'll win stage 1. The DXP stage 1 winner, the Industrial Distribution Experts. Andrew Mraz winning stage number 1. To quote another Mraz, the singer, he told the flag, "I'm yours." So we'll see what kind of strategies everybody is going to run here. As a matter of fact, I can actually... There is one way I can help you guys with the championship right now, and that is, let's do this. We have the drivers in the top 7 right now. So for a little bit here, I can do this for you. And let's put this up on the screen. Actually, no, it's not going to work. I thought it would work. Never mind. As they go by Aaron Gerwitz, I thought that one might show the top 10 or something. I could get them into this field and show you guys where everybody's running right now. All right, best battle on the track. Let's go back here to the 9th position. Jordan Berry trying to battle with Justin Gann here for the 9th position. Should be able to go about 27 or 28 laps on a tank of fuel, so we are going to start seeing green flag pit stops here in the next 2 laps. 2 or 3 laps when it's over with. Jordan not able to make the move yet. As now you're starting to see where the trucks are pushing up the track, depending on how hard you are pushing those trucks. It's very easy to overdrive turn 1. You got to be very, very careful. Now we went green at lap 28, I believe. So 28.51, you're looking at 23. And we'll just let my mathematician here, which is my pit strategy deal here, explain everything you need to know. There are 26 laps in right now, so you should start seeing pit stops probably here the next lap or 2. Donald Stewart, actually the first truck on pit road. The 10 is in, running back in the 21st position. So there it is, Donald Stewart making the first move of all the trucks. This battle here is starting to settle down just a little bit. Let's look back here at these 2 trucks as they fight for the 3rd position in the playoffs. Andrew Moore, Caden Henry Oaks. Basically, you heard the drivers before the race. They talked about the one thing they did not want to do is beat themselves and make a mistake. And this might be their first opportunity. Not that it is an opportunity, but their first chance to make a mistake. And Jeremy Rittenberg's coming to pit road. Here comes the first of the leaders in. The Pink Panther's working his way down pit road. Here, and we're going to see a lot more trucks on pit road this time by. Here comes the 5 on pit road. And here comes your leader, Andrew Mraz, to pit road. Oh, locks it down. The 028, who has led the most laps so far in this race. Should be 4 tires and fuel here. These guys mostly took 2 tires. Here comes your first of the chasers. Matter of fact, 2 chasers on pit road. Tommy Rhyne and Caden Henry Oaks to pit road. Surprised that the other 2 did not come to pit road. There they go. So Ryan leaves pit road. There goes Caden from pit road. Let's see. Andrew Moore's on pit road. And Averrie Wilson, the other 2 on pit road here. So you're going to see some trucks probably take fuel only here to save that set of tires that they used in the stage. But 4 tires and fuel for everybody else. Branch slides to his pit stall. And there they go. So we'll see right now as it cycles around to Justin Gann, who's the leader right now. Again, part of beating yourself. Do not go up on the track until you go past this purple or blue, whatever color this is, line. Right about there. That is when you cross the track, right when you see Caden go by. But there's Justin Gann on pit road. That is going to hand the lead to Andrew Mraz. As Andrew goes by Scott Wise and puts him a lap down. So let's see where everybody is cycled out after pit stops. You have Andrew Mraz in the lead, the first of your chasers. Tommy Rhyne right now, 3rd position. He has got about 3 seconds on Caden Henry Oaks. You'll see him come in picture right there. Off of turn number 4. Caden has about 0.8 of a second over Averrie Wilson right there. And then you see Andrew Moore right there behind him. So that would be 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now for the 4 chase drivers. Again, unfortunately, I don't have a way to separate those drivers from the main field. The technology I use, I was trying to figure out some ways to do it because it's all coding. I was not able to figure it out. So that's what we got. I just have to kind of manually tell you. So I hate that, but I'll keep working on it. But the one thing that will help you out is each truck in the field that is still in the playoffs. We'll go back here and look at Tommy Ryan's truck. The red spoiler and the red splitter at the front of the truck, plus the red banner across the windshield. Now let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a look at pit stop times on that last cycle of pit stop. So Mike Perry at 12.6, a 14.6 from Mraz. Tommy Rhyne 14.9, Averrie a 14.8, Caden 14.3, and a 14.3 for Moore. So all 4 of them pretty much within a half-second pit time-wise of each other. And we're starting to see the battle shape up right here for the 4th position. Looking down the back straightaway back here at Caden. A little bit of a gyro cam on the back of the truck. Looking back, you kind of see the banking, what it looks like as we look back on the front straightaway here, across the line down to turn 1. These three trucks all battling for fourth, fifth, and sixth. And this is the closest battle on the track right now, these three trucks here. So that's why we're kind of focused on it and watching it. But hopefully you're enjoying the race this evening. I do want to say if you would like to chat about the race, you could do so, of course, over in the stream here to the right. As Tommy Rhyne has moved up to the second position, I've noticed, past Mike Perry. But we love chatting with viewers and stuff like that. If you have any questions or things you want to talk about, feel free to. Sunday night, we'll crown a champion also in the JM Transport Clash Series. So hopefully you'll come join us 8 o'clock Eastern Sunday night for that. Tommy going to go by Jason Kratke there in the 54. Jason looked low. Biggest mover in the race as of right now is this guy right here. Donald Stewart started back in the 25th position in that Remington F-150 up to the 12th position, or going to go for the 12th position if he catches James Thorndike. He is ahead of Ryan Branchow, who just got lapped by his teammate Andrew Mraz. As we have now 13 trucks on the lead lap in this championship 225. Branchow kind of following Andrew through the field here. And that right there is actually for position. Branchow passed Stewart to move Ryan up a spot. The UNCC. Battle for position. Rittenberg starting to fall back now as he is still on the older tires. Gets a little loose trying to apex it. That 26 truck, he had to go catch her. Almost stepped on the tail of the Pink Panther. That would not have been good. As we are 7 laps from halfway. So Jeff Ryan goes by, and now the 5 truck also going by, but he is a lap down. I believe the 5 of Roger Rios Matias. Not sure what happened to him, but he has been running pretty well lately. Roger all the way back in 24th right now. Some 3 laps down, I believe, to the field. There you see Mraz 7.5 second lead over Tommy Rhyne. Avery Wilson 3rd. Avery's starting to pull away from those other 2. And you see Mike Perry's now between them in the 4th position. Now Avery's actually starting to catch Tommy Rhyne up here in the 2nd position. It's down to 0.8 of a second between those 2. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm misreading that. It's actually 3.5 seconds between 2nd and 3rd. And to the inside, here comes Caden for the 4th position inside of Mike Perry. Mike's going to wash up the track here. And that'll allow Andrew Moore to go by. So move him up to the 5th spot. And the free fall of Rittenberg continues. Here comes Nicoletta. All right, notice my phone, which is my kind of my safety, what I see like on the stream and stuff like that, and I noticed it cut off because I think because of what's going on with my OBS, unfortunately. So there's Mraz leading down by 6.8 seconds. Got his teammate Ryan Branch out right there behind him. Branch doing a good job there. And I got to be careful when I call him Branch because there's Jason Branch in this field. As we come up to halfway this time by. Only the 2 cautions so far. Andrew Mraz won the stage 1 and is looking to win stage 2 here in 15 laps. Now they will have to pit one more time before the end of this stage. Andrew's starting to get towards that back bumper of Caden. You can see the harmonics, the harmonic vibration they call it. Look at the shifter, you can kind of see it shaking. That's just from the harmonics of that truck. I'm just kind of burping the throttle just to get that nose set and to run that white line all the way around turn 4. Get off my screen. I keep hitting buttons. It's not helping. So Andrew's lead is down to 5 seconds flat now. It has dropped under 5 seconds. Tommy Ryan is starting to run faster. As a matter of fact, that time behind Tommy was 1 point. I do quick math here. Almost 2 seconds quicker than that time by than Andrew Mraz. Matter of fact, Andrew, one of the only guys in the 32-second range, and I wonder if there's some fuel save going on here. If so, I would think Andrew would get behind Ryan and draft off of him. Let's look at last time by here. 31.48 for Mraz, 31.04 for Tommy Ryan. Now moving to the high side, you see Andrew just kind of rotating that bottom. Let's go back to these two because I saw them getting really tight again. But if I do the math correctly, they pitted all at lap 55. 25 from 55 would be 80. So I'm thinking in the next 5 laps, we're going to see pit stops here. And I think I just heard somebody call on the microphone they're pitting. Not sure who it was. Matter of fact, let's, I don't usually get a chance to do this, so let's have a little fun here for a second. I'm going to turn on the other microphone. Lauren, don't say anything if you're listening. But we're going to, I don't do this often, but we're going to listen to the guys call out their pit stops here. You'll be able to see on the right side of the screen when somebody calls a pit stop out, and it's Rittenberg that's coming to pit road. So Rittenberg wanting to get off those tires really quickly. I say that. Here comes Andrew Mraz to pit road, but his teammates would branch out, so I could see him not saying
Pitting
anything. He
Mike,
probably
pitting
said stuff right there. You see Henry Oakes. He's calling out his pit stop there.
59's pitting.
So Andrew's in. Here comes Caden, the first of the chasers to pit road.
31 pitting. 6 pit.
A lot of these trucks, by rule, are supposed to call out their pit stop. Knowing Andrew, he probably said something inside of the team channel on Discord because him and Ryan obviously on the same team. Four tires and fuel. You see the 5 of Roger going past his pit stall. Good stop for Caden. Got him at a 15.6. Actually, a slower. Not up 14.9. Sorry, I was looking at Jason Nichols. Pit stop. Tommy Ryan on pit road. Averrie Wilson is in.
13.
And I think Averrie, the undershoot
13
is stall.
this time.
And Tommy Ryan, a 9-second stop. So fuel only for Tommy.
700.
Andrew Moore coming down pit road. Let's
22
see what
seconds.
Averrie, a 15.4, slow stop for him. Now Andrew Moore. Has to let Jeff Ryan out of his pit stall. Should be no harm there.
I know.
4 tires and fuel, and he will pull away. His stop, 14.3. So good stop for him. Well, that should cycle everybody back around. Justin Gann, the only one who has not pitted. And Gann is on pit road right now in that Google truck. And that hands the lead back to Andrew Moraz, who has 2.2 seconds. Now, Andrew also took fuel only here. So with that being said, Caden Henry Oakes, the first on 4. As we are 4 laps from, did I just see damage on the right? Oh, look at that. The right side of the 028's got some damage to her. That is where he lost that time, I think. Battle here is for third. Tommy Ryan is starting to reel in Andrew Moraz here as we have 3 laps to go in stage 2. Tommy's catching Andrew at about a pace of about a half second a lap. There is Andrew, and there is Tommy right there behind him. Both these guys took fuel only running laps in the 31-second range. Averrie Wilson, fastest truck last time by, 29.95, so he's about a second and a half faster, almost 2 seconds faster than Tommy Ryan. As we are on the final lap of stage 2. And the final stage of this truck season, the Misfit Media Truck Series, goes to Andrew Moraz. Sweeps to stages here at Texas, winning the DXP and Frontman Award in the Industrial Distribution Experts. Andrew Mraz winning both Stage 1 and Stage 2. And that is... Oh, Andrew Mraz gets sideways! Right in front of Tommy Rhyne. I don't see any nose damage on Tommy's truck. I see some rear end damage on Andrew. Was there contact? I looked over at my telemetry and I look up and see smoke. But Averrie Wilson's going to second. Here comes Caden. And what a big turn of events this is about to be. Here comes the one truck, fresh tires and all. And he is going to take the lead off of turn 4 into turn 1. Averrie Wilson, your new leader. Oh, Branch out sitting on the back bumper. Tommy getting him loose. Let's go back and see if I can find... the pass on Mraz here. You know, Andrew gets loose right in front, and they do make contact. Very slight to the rear. But I mean, if anything, it's on the left front, maybe? And there goes Caden past Tommy for second. And Caden's coming back to pit road. What is this about? Caden Henry Oaks back to pit road. He's getting fuel. I wonder, is it Caden, if I remember correctly earlier in the season, doesn't Caden have the pit crew app? And if so, did it glitch on him? It's happened before. And I wonder if his tank didn't fill up. And if so, that is an unscheduled pit stop for Caden, who is going to have to drive the race of his life now. So Averrie Wilson leads now by 3.5 seconds over Andrew Moore. Mike Perry's up to third now as he goes by Tommy Rhyne, and there goes Caden again. Now Caden is literally trying to get back on the lead lap, and I'm just looking at scoring. Caden is not the first truck a lap down. Now I get James Thorndike coming back to pit road. Interesting call here. Is this... these have got to be scheduled pit stops here. Are they splitting a run in half here to do 25 and 25 potentially? If so, that might be the that might be the spot that Caden needed. Thorndike is in. Jeff Rhyne comes to pit road right at lap 100. So you split the run 25-25 here. Justin Gann back to pit road. And I'm hearing Tommy Rhyne to pit road here. So this might not be so bad in the end after all for Caden. Here comes the 6 truck. Coming hot too. Don't beat yourself. Right side tire, so Rhyne getting off those older tires. Looks like the strategy here was more of just go the least amount of laps possible, just get through to get into a window to pit again and get back on tires. That is exactly what the call looks like here. And there goes Tommy Ryan out with 4 tires and fuel. Let's see when Andrew Moore and Averrie Wilson come to pit road. If they choose to, they still can go about another 10 laps. Jordan Berry, Ryan Branch Allen, pit road. So Rittenberg on pit road now. So the question is, if you're Averrie and you're Andrew, I mean, how far do you go here? I mean, they're running laps in the 30s, the high 30s right now. I mean, you don't want to stay out too long. Nina Gerwitz coming to pit road. Nathan Nixon coming to pit road here. So, well, let's take a look here real quickly. That's the pit strategy right now. So they're about 20 laps into a run. You see Caden back there 10 laps into his run on the new set of tires. And then Tommy Ryan has barely gone yellow over there on the right-hand side. So he's maybe 3 or 4 laps on his tires. I think you're getting to the point where the bed's going to be made here shortly. And you're going to have to stick with what you've done here. Now, the other thing to look at is Averrie and Andrew, I don't think, have had their stop without tires. So that could be what they're doing here, too, is stretching it out so they have the least amount of laps on the same set of tires. Two trucks out of the race. Make that 3 trucks now. Donald Stewart is taking his number 10 behind the wall. So Donald Stewart, David Dolliver, and Ricky Harden, the 3 trucks out of this championship 225 at Texas Motor Speedway, where tonight we crown a champion for the Misfit Media Truck Series. Tommy going by Lewis Berkowitz there in that 37 truck. And actually a battle starting to shape up here. Jordan Berry, Jason Branch, the battle of the JBs. Jason has worked his way back up to 9th after being hit a couple times in the cautions. Got that truck pretty tidied up now. A little bit of rear end damage is all I'm seeing on it. Most of this field is pretty spread out right now as we combine. We're going to see 40 laps to go here at Texas. I say that, and here's the battle for position. James Thorndike, this is a lap down in 13th. He'll move a spot. There's guys back here that are a lap down. They are still fighting for position. And here comes Averrie Wilson to pit road. The one truck is in. So he's going to have to go 38 laps. You split 38 in half, you get 19. So what Averie's probably going to do here is take no tires and fuel only. And my guess is he's going to run about 13 laps and get back to pit road to get the tires. Oh, no, he's going tires here. Mike Perry on pit road. Andrew Mraz is in. Andrew Moore coming down pit road. The strategies all coming into play now. There goes Moore. Yep, he's on 4 tires here too. And he pulls away. That hands the lead to Tommy Rhyne. There is Tommy into turn 1 and 2. Casey Duncan leaving pit road there in the 17. Six laps to go, and we will crown a champion tonight. We'll also crown a champion Sunday night in the JM Tram Sports Clash Series, part of the Blown Piston Racing League. In between those two nights is, who's that got the wall? The 5 of Roger Rios Matias. He's ready to get out of Texas. But tomorrow night, the sandwich between championships, the Captain Invitational Daytona 500, going to be run at 8:30 p.m. We'll have two 20-lap, we'll call them clashes instead of duels, to set the field, and then the 200-lap, 500-mile race tomorrow night should be green, hopefully by about 10. It'll be a little bit of a late night tomorrow night. Back here, you see Jeff Ryan go by Caden. I'm just doing some math here in my head as I'm looking at the standings. So Averrie Wilson has moved back to second. He is about 3.5 seconds behind Tommy Rhyne. Tommy pitted right at lap 100. So my guess is that the 6 truck is pitting at lap 125. With Averrie taking tires, he is going to be able to go to roughly lap 138 is 27 laps, which would go to 12 to go. As you see here comes Averrie, going to go for the lead. I mean, the thought in my head here, and I'm just going back, I do not remember Averrie not taking tires yet. The same for Andrew Moore. As you see Averrie go high side and take the lead from Tommy Rhyne, who's backing off a little bit. So, question I have, you wouldn't dare go 12 laps or so, 10 to 12 laps on your final pit stop of the season with no tires to try to win a championship, would you? I mean, that is the chance Averie's taking right now, I think, is he is literally driving as hard as he can to get away from Tommy Rhyne, and then is going to pit for no tires and hopefully hold the gap. That is the only way I can see this working out. And up here comes Andrew Moore for third. He'll take that away from Caden. Again, I do want to say a quick apology to the viewers tonight. For some reason, my OBS has been flashing different colors and stuff, so I know the stream hasn't been as flawless as normal. I don't know if there's a YouTube issue or an OBS issue or something, but obviously I'll look at it and see what's going on. Of course, picked the right night to start not acting right. So 8 trucks on the lead lap. Jordan Berry the last one. Ryan Nicoletta first one a lap down. And you still got 23 trucks. And here comes Tommy Rhyne to pit road at lap 122. So the window opens. He's in. The final pit stops of the season right here. Unless somebody throws that yellow rag out. Now, Tommy made the comment before the race. He said, as long as something stupid doesn't happen like it's happened all season. So far, everything that is not stupid has happened tonight. So, there he goes, 4 tires and fuel. Good stop. 15:10. It's not the best stop, but a good stop. And he needs this thing to stay green. Caden Henry Oaks to pit road. I think we're going to see Andrew Moore next time by also. Good burnout by the 19. He pulls away, and his stop of 14:35. So good stop for the 19 crew. Here comes Andrew Moore. Now, like I said, the one truck I think is going to stay out here for the... No, I'm wrong. Here comes Averrie to pit road. And there's fuel only for Andrew Moore. Unless these guys have one set of tires still left and they're saving that set for the later run. That is entirely possible here too. There it is, fuel only for Averrie. So we'll see where these guys come out compared to Tommy Rhyne. There's Averrie. Here comes Tommy Rhyne off turn 4. So it's going to be a sizable lead. I just don't know how long he's going to hold on to it because Tommy's going to be coming. Matter of fact, it's going to be less than 10 seconds. And Tommy Rhyne's already caught Andrew Moore and passed him. 51 way up the track there, up in the litter there. So Mike Perry leads by 9 seconds over Justin Gann, who's coming to pit road. As Thorndike comes to pit road, Perry's going to go by him. I don't know what to think right now is going to happen. Tommy Rhyne, it's down to 7 seconds from Averrie. I mean, you would think logic says here that Averrie Wilson, it might be a matter of time before Tommy catches him. Board with Tommy into turn one. You see the shade starting to take over. The western part of that track. That white truck you're seeing on the straightaway here, you won't see it right now. Once we get back to the straightaway, you see the sun making an appearance. That right there, start finish line, that is Averrie Wilson. And that was the wall, Jason. Down to 3 seconds. Well, Jordan Berry is going to work his way past Jason Branch here for the 8th position. So you see we're down to 5 trucks on the lead lap, but that is more because Mike Perry is not pitted yet. Him and Andrew Mirage yet to make their final pit stop of this race. There you see Caden Henry Oaks unlapping himself. That'll bring Justin Gann up to be the next truck to unlap. Now the other question, could Averrie potentially be playing possum with Tommy? And what I mean by that is, could Averrie be kind of saving his stuff and Tommy's burning it up, and then Averrie takes off here with the older tires? I've seen it all before, so I'm not holding anything back right now from anyone. This is how good of a series this is and how great of drivers they have in this series, because one, look how long they've gone green. I think over 100 laps now green. And then two, I mean, the talent here to have all 4 of your chase competitors in the top 10. And here's Averrie, 1.6 seconds now over Tommy Rhyne. That time by Tommy, 0.6 faster. Hopefully you've been entertained by the race. And Tommy is on the back bumper of Averrie. Here he comes. Gets to run off turn 4. This could be the pass for the championship, as Tommy Rhyne's going to go to P3 and what could eventually be the pass for the lead. 13 laps to go. .37 of Berkowitz getting out of the way. So the last time we ran a 1.5-mile track, as Andrew Mraz is on pit road, last time we ran a 1.5-mile track was the beginning of the chase. It was the Kentucky 195. Tommy Rhyne won that race, and it's his only win of the season. Safe to say he might have saved his best for last, as all he has to do is wait on Mike Perry to make his green flag pit stop, and he will be sitting P1 as Mike Perry is in right now with 10 laps to go. And the stage is set. If this race stays green, Tommy Rhyne's championship to lose is right here. Averrie Wilson second. And once again, you can't make this up. Andrew Moore in third. Caden Henry Oaks in fourth. That is your 4 chase drivers in the top 4. For you naysayers who watch NASCAR with the chase and say, oh, of course the top 4 are the top 4. They rig it so 5th place can't contend. This is a simulator, and the top 4 are in the top 4. Let me see you simulate a video game. Or rig. Tommy's lead at 1.1 second, I should say, flattened. You know what I'm starting to notice here, though? Let's look over here. Averrie Wilson's got this lead down under a second. So Averrie Wilson is coming. Did he save tires? We might have had the old cat and the old possum game might have been played here. Here comes Averrie with the older tires. Well, he smoked it off turn 4. Not sure what's happened. Everything's green. I don't see anything in my feed showing a wreck or anything. And off of turn 4, the lead still at 0.8 of a second. Tommy Rhyne over Averrie. Four laps to go. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. I see some smoke again. Not sure if that's lag smoke. You heard Tommy talk about it at the beginning of the broadcast. He feels that only something stupid would knock him out of the championship run. Lo and behold, 3 laps to go. There's lag smoke. Oh, back there, contact almost. Andrew Mraz is spinning right in front of the leader. Deja vu. Mraz spun in front of Rhyne earlier. And just like the first time, he saved it. Tommy Rhyne going to come off turn 4, see the white flag, final lap here at Texas. True story. My first ever broadcast I did on another network was a 300-mile race at Daytona in another league. Tommy Rhyne won the pole and won that race. And here he is tonight, coming into turn 3 and 4. It's going to be his second win of the season, and it's going to be the biggest win of his BPRL career as Tommy Rhyne is the Misfit Media Truck Series champion. Averrie Wilson second, Andrew Moore third, Caden Henry Oaks fourth. As Casey Duncan's in the wall in turn 2, by the way. I've said it 3 times, and I'll say it again. You can't make this up. The top 4 chase drivers finished the top 4 tonight. He is going to burn the Patriot fire out of that truck. Somebody else is laying a burnout down. And people are running into each other over there on pit road. Not sure what that's about. Probably some joking. I thought Tommy was coming towards the camera to do a burnout. Tommy Rhyne going to be the winner. We will let the standings go across the top of the screen as Tommy Rhyne takes Chevrolet to a championship here. And we will talk to our champion here. As Lauren's actually talking to him right now. What we'll do, we'll talk to the champion last. We got to save the best for last, right? So let's actually get the guy who's, we'll go in backwards order here. We'll talk to the guy first who will finish 4th in the standings. I want to make sure I get this confirmed before I get this wrong because I'm good at screwing things up like this. Caden Henry Oaks, we'll talk to him first. Caden, great run for you tonight. And I know the disappointment on your face, or, you know, obviously I can't see your face, but I can only tell that there's probably disappointment on your face. But a 4th place finish for you and a 4th place championship finish for you tonight. Share your expressions, how you're feeling right now, and your thoughts about that race.
Yeah, it is disappointing to be the worst of the 4, but, you know, somebody's got to be there. And tonight was my night. I just straight up didn't have the pace to contend with Averrie or Tommy on the long run. I thought I might have had something for Andrew, but in the end, I didn't get to him. So fourth it is, and it's something to build on for next season because I did way better than my initial expectation.
I want to go back to the pit stop there with about, I think it was, about 40 or so to go. You had just come to pit road a couple laps beforehand. You come back to pit road. Was there something wrong there, or was that a scheduled pit stop?
That was part of the strategy.
Okay.
I wanted to cut that stint a little short on the fresh tires, hard, and then come down and then pace myself for the long fuel run.
I got you, because I bring up on the stream, and I think I remember you were one of the guys. I remember you had the glitch with the crew chief app, correct? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Well, I have SRA.
You have SRA. Okay, so you have some racing apps. Okay. I was trying to remember, somebody had it happen to him earlier this season when I was racing, and I was like, was that Caden that had that issue? I couldn't remember. So that was the first thought that came to my mind there. But either way, strategy move. Obviously, in that position, you're not leading the race or leading the points at that move. So talk about the strategy there. Was that just something that's like, okay, this is my Hail Mary chance right here?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was able to keep up with Tommy and Averrie on the 10-lap runs early in the race, which you see where we were pretty much draft locked, but we got spread out, and I didn't really have much to contend with them. I wasn't incredibly off pace, but I wasn't fast as I wanted to be able to keep up with them, so I just tried to do something to get out of the loop and, give myself an advantage.
So on the season, you led 79 laps, 2 wins. In the end, 6 top 5s and 8 top 10s. Did that exceed your goal? And how do you feel about those numbers?
Well, I say I exceeded my goal definitely for, how far I went in winning. I thought I was only going to get 1 win, and I got 2. So, I beat pretty well every expectation I went in because Dom got me in the league. And he's like, yeah, these guys are good, So, I was pretty excited because these guys did put up a fight the whole season. It was fun to race these guys. This challenge week in and week out is fun to race.
And, of course, that big win coming in Talladega just a couple weeks ago for you, getting yourself into this Final Four when it was all over with. And a good bounce back after the Iowa race, because as we said before the race, you were out in the pasture, literally, for that broadcast or for that race. So, good bounce back for you. 4th place run tonight. This floor is yours. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to, bud.
Shout out to my mom for watching the stream. So, thanks, Mom, for supporting Yeehaw. Shout out to the sponsors for putting on the series. It's can't race without the sponsors, can't race without the fans. Shout out to the fans that watch. Scott and Lauren for getting the idea to put this league on. You broadcasting, picking up the broadcast for the chase. It's nice to go back and watch a broadcast instead of just a stream of one guy driving around in circles. Shout out to the guys for racing. It's fun to come in here and race every Friday night. Granted, we're going to be in off season for a couple weeks. Averrie for being a good teammate. It's fun to race with him and against him week in and week out. So we might actually be forming our own team next season.
Oh, little tease ahead of time here.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and him next season on our own instead of doing the R&R Motorsports.
Well, we wish you the best on that adventure there. A little breaking news. I love that. But great job on your and Caden. Congratulations. I know it's not where you wanted to finish, but you're 4th in the end in the points after finishing 4th tonight. And we wish you the best. Obviously, we'll see you here very soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Caden Henry Oaks, great job on his end. I know he's disappointed to finish 4th, but nothing wrong with being disappointed for finish 4th. I guess that's always a compliment when it's all at 4th. So, all right, let's bring in the 3rd place finisher tonight in the race. Also, the 3rd place finisher in the point standings, and that is going to be Andrew Moore. Andrew, 3rd place run for you. You did everything you could do tonight, and I know, much like Caden, probably disappointed to not bring the championship home. What was the difference tonight for you?
It was a good race overall. I'm happy with the finish, but what won Tommy that race was his pit strategy. He did a great job. He took a little bit of a gamble, and he came out on top for it.
The racing out there had a couple cautions early and basically went green all the way. I think over 100 laps of green flag racing when it was all over with. Did you feel like you had a truck on a short run that could compete with the 6?
No, I used up all my tires. I was hoping that using my tires a little earlier. I mean, I saved a set in the beginning, but mid-race I started using those tires, and I thought I would get up a little further ahead, but I didn't get the draft that I thought I was going to get. I was, a whole lot of space, and that just didn't play out my way.
Now, I'm just looking at your numbers for this season, and safe to say if we were to compare you to a driver, we would compare you to Matt Crafton because, as you know, he won the championship 2 seasons ago with 0 wins, which is what you had. You had no wins, but you top 10 the heck out of them. As a matter of fact, 11th top 10 tonight, your 4th top 5, getting to 0 wins. You did get a couple stage wins, led a few laps this season, so you were more that guy that just played Mr. Consistency.
Absolutely, and I try to drive the truck or car a little bit like a real one. I don't want to wreck it,
Who does?
right? So I try to drive that way as much as I can, and usually it gets me a top 10, so I'm usually happy with that.
So I brought this up on the broadcast, and I'll bring it up to you here. Of course, there's those naysayers out there that think in NASCAR, because of the whole way the chase is all set up now, the Final Four are going to finish the Final Four every week or every championship race at the end because it's rigged or yada, 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 those kind of things. Can we put those naysayers to bed tonight? Because here's the top 4, the chase drivers finishing in the top 4 tonight in a simulator.
Yeah, it didn't really matter much either way on this. I mean, maybe points might be a little more fun for those in mid-pack, but I think they like it this way, so there's less nonsense at the end of the season.
Which is never a bad thing when it's all over with. But, Andrew, nice job. The floor is yours. 3rd in the point standings. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Sure. I'd like to thank my teammates, the league owners, Scott and Lauren. They do a great job organizing this. There's a lot of good competition in here, and I'm definitely going to be back for next season. Any family that's out there watching, and that's about it. Thank you, too.
Absolutely. Pleasure. And, Andrew, we appreciate your time, and we will talk to you next season.
Have a good one, Chris. See ya.
Absolutely. You do the same, sir. Andrew Moore finishing. I was waiting on Andy Moore to make an appearance in the stream, but he didn't. But Andrew Moore finishing 3rd in the point standings this evening, or throughout the season, I should say. Congratulations to him. All right. The runner-up in the standings, and the guy that unfortunately came close. He tried everything he could to get to the back bumper of that 6 truck. Was leading there with just a few laps to go in the points, and then unfortunately the tires kind of bit him in the end, and that is Averrie Wilson. We bring Averrie in here in the 1 truck. Averrie, 2nd place finish for you in the race, and a 2nd place finish for you in the point standings. I know that's not what you want, but the obvious thing we got to talk about here is the pit strategy at the end. You come down pit road with 25 laps to go, and obviously you chose not to take tires there, and I believe you were out of tires at that point. So talk about the mindset there and what your strategy was in that situation, because it looked like you might have been playing possum a little bit with Tommy at the end.
Yeah, the way it was shaping up earlier in the race, I was thinking, I could save my tires a little bit, and usually, it pays off and works out at the end of the race. But I just couldn't do anything, man. Once I got behind Tommy, it was just way too tight, and I realized quickly how much it would have been worth just to be out in the lead and try to stay in the lead. So I got up to the lead or whatever, and I was trying to hold it, but then Mirage starts coming up, gaining on us, and he got me really loose, and I thought I was going to get into Tommy. So when that happened, I lost all of my momentum, and after that, it was just like I never had a fighting chance because I just couldn't close on the Tommy like I needed to.
How much was handling in this race a role with the afternoon sun? Because usually Texas is one of those where you start pretty wide, you're wide open with a nice setup, but then the tires just fall off the map and you become really tight. And it seemed like some trucks, especially off corner, were getting loose.
Yeah, that definitely surprised me. I didn't think that was going to happen because the last time we ran this track, I don't know if it was this version or the other version, but the last time we ran, it was a lot tighter. It didn't get loose at all in the run, as far as I remember. But yeah, when that happened, I figured, okay, I just need to hold on for 20 laps to be able to have a fighting chance at the end of the race. Because if I push too hard, I'm gonna loop it around out of four. But it was extremely tight getting into one, and you would later in the run, it seemed to get a little free on the exit of two, but yeah, going in three for me and then center off, it was just way loose on that long run.
If there's anything you can look back at right now and say, okay, I wish I'd have done this different, what would it be?
I was kind of thinking I should have done what Mraz did in the beginning and try to get out to a good lead, a comfortable lead with the position I was already in, and not take tires that next time by and maybe pull off some type of deal like I did with Iowa, where I was on my last set of tires before everyone else, and try to open up that gap, and maintain once I come in on my last stop, and take fuel only. But I just didn't really have a chance to do anything that I wanted to do. I didn't really have a strategy. I just wanted to see how the race was going to play out, but it did play out in my favor.
No, unfortunately it didn't. But you know what? Look at these stats. There's just nothing to be ashamed of on the season. 4 wins, 5 top 5s. Actually, this is going to move up a little bit, I should say. Going into tonight, you had this, so I'm actually going to update it as I talk to you. 4 wins, 6 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and going into this race, you led 224 laps. Obviously, that number should go over 250 this evening, so that is something to be proud of this season.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I had no idea that the points, the differential matter for this race. I didn't know it was whoever finished in the highest position. When I learned that just changed the whole game for me. I was like, oh man, now it's going to be a fight.
It was probably better you didn't know until the end.
Yeah, probably, but
You'd been more nervous going into the race, like, oh, what do I do?
yeah, but yeah, going into next season, obviously you want to get as many wins as possible, but I won't even really worry about the wins. It's more about consistency all throughout the regular season, and then in the playoffs, obviously you got to make sure you get wins because that's what's going to pay off in the last race.
Well, I believe you're in the playoff on Sunday too, so there you go. Learn from tonight for Sunday, right?
Yeah, and that's what's been the key for me is learning in the Sunday series and picking it up in the Friday series because they were running first, but now it's flip flop. So hopefully I learned after tonight and can make something happen on Sunday.
Perfect. Well, we wish you the best there on Sunday, but congratulations. Floor is yours. Shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, all the sponsors, JM Transport and Misfit Media and Lauren, Scott, and you for the broadcast, and everyone that raced clean tonight. I mean, it was really clean racing for the last several weeks, so everyone that raced me clean and, everyone's good job.
Absolutely. Well done tonight, Averrie. And congratulations on your second place points finish, your second place finish tonight. And we'll see you on Sunday, brother.
All right. Thank you, man.
Absolutely. So, all right. Averrie finishes second in the points. We talked to fourth. We talked to third. We talked to second. Now it's time to talk to the champ. Let's bring him in here. Tommy Rhyne comes in here tonight. Tommy, you saved the best for last when it was over with. You come into the playoffs. You score 2 wins, including the one that counts here at Texas Motor Speedway. As a matter of fact, the last 2.5-mile tracks, you go to Victory Lane, Kentucky and Texas Motor Speedway, and get your 2 wins on the season. And, my brother, it's my honor to say that you are the champion this season for the Misfit Media Truck Series Championship. You beat out Averrie Wilson there with the tire strategy and all. What is going through your mind right now?
Dude, it is so freaking cool to be in this position right now. I have had so many wins stripped from me this season that I can count on 2 hands how many I probably should have won. These last, 2 races or whatever the chase was, I had to, finally put my foot down and say I am not accepting anything more than, top 2s and wins. And I prepared for this race probably more than I prepared for anything else because, I was refusing to lose it. And I did my homework. I prepared for it. I brought in the best crew chief you could ask for. So Ricky Harden, he was calling my race and I was questioning his, but I'm like, dude, you're the man. So I'm going by your strategy. And there was some times where if the caution flew, then it was not going to be good. But luckily, everybody kept it out of the wall and kept it out of the grass. And man, what a freaking awesome night! I came here to put on a clinic, and I really felt I did.
You did a great job. You led a lot of laps this evening. I brought this up to Andrew, and I'm going to bring this up to you. They always say in NASCAR, especially ever since they've gone to this format, that, you know, you got the naysayers that say, hey, of course the top four that are racing for the championship are going to finish top four because, you know, they're going to have fifth place lay back, and the top four will race each other in their own type of race for the championship. Here we sit here on a simulator that you can't rig. Let's be honest, we can't rig it unless you somehow found a hack out there or something like that. But we're racing straight up tonight, and the top four to chase finish in the top four.
I mean, I'm fully aware that all three of those guys did exactly what I did. They prepared for it. They thought about strategies. They thought about tire wear, and they worked on lines and just make sure they knew the fastest way to get around here in 25 laps or whatever the fuel run may be.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to work, but I'm not going to say I didn't give 100% in a lot of these races, but this was 120%. That was my very best, what you saw right there.
And that's what's expected in a race like this. And even if you want to add to this one, Justin Gann finished fifth. And you could easily say Justin, unfortunately had that bad race at Talladega, was leading the points at that point, no pun intended, in the chase with the most bonus points and everything. So you could easily say the top five guys in the chase finished in the top five. But that part amazes me. It's got me kind of mind blown right now, and it's kind of got me going, ha to all them. But anyways, the strategy tonight, you come down pit road there at 22 laps or at 27 laps to go, which was right on the window that opened up fuel wise. So you get down towards the end of the race, you have tires, you pass Averrie, who doesn't have tires, and all of a sudden Averrie gets it down to a half a second. And it's like, wait a minute, is this guy playing possum?
Well, the strategy was, me and Ricky were talking, and we didn't want him to get out too far ahead where I didn't have enough laps to catch him. We didn't realize how quick I would catch him. But seriously, when I came out of the pit, dude, it was qualifying laps every single lap, and I was not half a second out a lap. But once I caught him and got around him, I was like, okay, I just got to go in chill mode, because if the green white checker comes out, first of all, I got to have enough fuel, and I've got to have enough tires, because I think the 19 had a lap or two better tires than I had. So I had to just chill there. And then, man, you saw everything unfold. Mraz got loose, about wrecked it.
Twice.
Yeah. Right.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I'm sure you saw the one earlier in the race where he got loose out of fourth. And I was just so glad that he didn't try to overcorrect and it hooked. And that would have been my typical racing here,
Well, I kept saying that of you. I'm like, Tommy said before the race, something stupid has to happen. And, of course, there was those two near spins. And then you're on pit road, and I'm like, okay, and I'm in my head saying, if anything stupid's going to happen, it's right now. And it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Ricky was my good luck charm. So
all right,
I'm going to buy him a...
Yeah, I was like, Ricky's coming to race with me every time now, too. So.
Right on.
But, yes, your old mistake, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah. We're having steak this week. It might be steak quesadillas, but we're gonna have something for lunch.
That's some good eating right
there.
there.
Yeah. So me and Ricky, we have a great relationship. We met racing online, and we work together at Northern Tool now in the same facility, and it's awesome.
There you go.
But yeah, just incredible night, man. I think for this season, I'm pretty sure that I have won the most poles. I have led the most laps, and of course, I won the championship. So.
I was actually going to look at that because I've been going over everybody's stat line, basically entering this race. And as I pull up yours right now, let's see here. Tommy Rhyne, you had, it doesn't show the poll number, but I can go look at that in another room. But you had one win, which unfortunately wasn't the most, or two wins, I'm sorry, wasn't the most. Averrie got you on that one, and Justin Gann. You had 8 top 5s, which actually you did not get that one either. Justin gets you in that one. Top 10s, Justin gets you in that one, unfortunately. But here's where you get them. I'm not going to take anything away from you. The DXP Front Runner Award, which I believe goes to the driver with the most laps led on the series. You clearly got that one, as you led looks like when it's over with over 400 laps this season. Because you're at 368 entering tonight. I think you led over 50 laps in this race. So that would put you at 410 at least. It looks like you got that, and you won the most stages this season. I'm looking at Moran. Oh, nope, sorry. Andrew just got you actually on that one. So not to bust your bubble, but you did get the laps led.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about the awards and the money that goes to it, and I think what we get paid for is laps led, most poles. Obviously, race wins because you win. I think it was a $15 on this one,
Yep.
And then obviously the championship.
So you got what counts. You brought the dinero in, as they like to say. So great
Yeah, all the
job.
other stuff doesn't matter. I'm looking for paydays, man.
I could picture you right now on Discord later on showing off some kind of ring or something saying champion. I could just picture that. But hey, Tommy, in all seriousness, great job tonight. Congratulations on your fantastic season. I made the comment during the race on the final lap there. I remember the first race I ever broadcasted of yours was in the another league, we'll call it, and on another channel I broadcasted with, and you won the pole and the Daytona race. First time I was, in the broadcast booth watching you, and here you are tonight, a champion now, and here I got the honor of broadcasting it, which is really cool. But the floor is yours, champ. Say whatever the heck you want.
Here we go.
4 scores and 7 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That's right. That's about it. No, man, Chris, you do an incredible job, and you got a good radio voice, broadcaster voice, and yep. And you, it's good. It's really good. It's some of these guys that try to pull that off, man, they don't hold a candle, man. Thanks to Scott and Laura and Lauren. They've really dealt with a lot of stuff. I know what it takes to run a league like this, and they have. It's a thankless job. It really is. I mean, everybody says, "Well, thanks to them," but I mean, at the end of the day, man, they deal with the drama. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like running a daycare sometimes. I mean, some people they grow old, but they never grow up, and that's kind of what they deal with from time to time. On to the sponsor stuff, Misfit Media. If it wasn't for guys like those people that come in and put up the money and the excitement, then we can't have what we saw tonight. I I was literally sweating. I'm kind of cooled off now, but you're going for it. And if anybody can, go out there and spend money in that business and whatever they do going forward, it's a plus. Obviously my sponsors, Northern Tool and Equipment, is great company to work for. Put your order in, send me a message. I'll, put you a little magic note in your package or whatever. DJ Beverly, Patriot Fire, Coastal Safety Auditors, and everybody that competed in this league. For the most part, it was very, very fun. So that's about it, man. Glad to be a champion. Came here, did what I sought out to do, was to kick ass.
And you did that. You're the champion, my man. Congratulations. Misfit Media Truck Series champion, it's yours. Nobody can take it away from you. And I only ask one favor before you take off.
Shoot.
Make sure somebody says hi to Brutus for me.
I got some sad news, man.
Oh, don't
Brutus
share that.
Actually,
No.
I got to tell you, because everybody kind of needs to know. Brutus the lucky dog has gone to doggy heaven.
Oh, no.
Yep. Brutus had some real medical issues, and Ricky and his wife Gail had to give Brutus up, and he went to a home where he was having seizures.
Oh.
And yeah, Brutus, I think he's probably been gone close to about a year now. So,
Aw. Well,
I took
a
pray
chance
for Ricky
on
and
that
Gail.
one. Nah, I took a chance because I didn't know, obviously, and
Yeah,
I'm sorry to Ricky and them, and obviously about that. But for those who don't know, I think I've shared a story before too. When I was on that other network, the sponsorship of the caution was Coastal Safety Auditors, and they had a lucky dog, and they actually had a video of Brutus, the dog, on there. And that was just, that came to my head as I was talking to Tommy there. So
Yep.
definitely, Ricky, thinking about you, man. That sucks, dude. But nice job, Tommy. Congratulations. Go celebrate and enjoy that steak quesadilla, bud.
Right on, man. And I will see you on Sunday night.
Going
Right
for
here.
2.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Nice job, Tommy. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. See you.
Absolutely. Tommy Rhyne, the champion of the series. As that's all it for the Truck Series, Misfit Media Truck Series. Again, I do want to send a shout out myself to Misfit Media for being a part of this. And you know what? I want to have a little fun here for a second. Well, look down here. Where did I finish in points in the end? I still finished 21st at least in points. I almost had a top 20 points finish, and I didn't even race the last half of the year. That's awesome. But anywho, that's enough about me. Thank you, Misfit Media for being a part of the Truck Series season. We appreciate that. And, of course, the next time you'll see us on for these guys will be Sunday night. We'll crown a JM Transport Clash champion. It could be Tommy Rhyne. It could be Averrie Wilson. So we'll just have to see when it's all over with come Sunday night when it is all said and done. Tomorrow night, I invite everybody, even if you're not racing in the race, come watch it because I know the Daytona 500 was last Sunday, but tomorrow night, the Captain Invitational, which is a monthly race series I do, we are running our own Daytona 500. I invite you to come join me, 8:30 tomorrow night. I'll need some people to talk to for 500 miles, so it should be a lot of fun with that. So with that said, I'm heading out. Appreciate all the sponsors being a part of the event, all the drivers for welcoming me in the booth, and also to Mark. I can't remember, was it Turn 3 Motorsports? I went blank on that all of a sudden off the top of my head. For doing a great job in the first half of the season. Obviously wish him the best with his broadcasting and stuff and his personal life and things and that kind of thing. He did a great job and passed it off to me, and it was my pleasure to and my honor to be able to broadcast for you guys. So I'm going to stop rambling now because you're like, shut up, Chris. And I will see you guys on Sunday. And as always, please do remember that this is not just a game. This is iRacing. See ya!
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know I'm in for a white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride. Be strong.